Hey guys, what's up? Miami Dolphins time, and the Colts injuries are all on defense. Pat Angerer, Larry Butler, Greg Jones, Keith Bullock, and David Caldwell. And guys, I'm Lucas fan number 3. Welcome to another 2-game episode of the Miami Dolphins franchise. And I'm wearing the alternate orange tops. And Mike Thomas returns this kickoff to the 19. So guys, of course in the previous episode I mentioned about the releases of the trades of Brandon Marshall and Devon Best. So this means we pretty much have our options for wide receivers on the roster has kind of thinned out a bit. But we won't have to fret too much because we have a great running back and Joseph Currat who can really run. We actually re-signed Emmanuel Sanders. I'm going to keep him this time. And we have guys like Brad Smith and Mike Thomas also on the roster. We have Dennis Pitta, tight end, Randall Cobb in his third year, and that pass is incomplete. Oh well. Not really positive what happened there, but oh well. Sauls to punt, and I'm really going to need to start remembering his 97 kick power, so kick it up nice and high. Now that's a good definition of nice and high, but DeMarcus will return this, or at least pick it up, and fortunately, we are able to stop him. At the 39, we should have made a play. We should have made a play off of that and just pick it up. And the offense is called for a false start. Let's see what happens on 1st and 15. For the Indy Colts. And there they go, changing the play. Formation. And they're going to pitch it to Willis McGahee, but he's going to be dragged behind the line of scrimmage by Starks, I think. 2nd and 17 to go. Peyton Manning, he calls something out, and he does it again. This time he's going to get the play going, and Willis McGahee again. But, Bernard Pollard stops him, and there they go, changing the play around. Peyton Manning, he's going to scramble a bit. Oh boy, deep shot. Batted away, actually more like tipped, and McAllister, it bounces off McAllister and falls incomplete as it went out of bounds. Nice defensive play, and they'll have to punt. That's a nice punt. Brad Smith to return this, spin move, and he tries to get away from a tackle, but he gets stopped at 25. So this is where we start. Let's try to get points. Hand off to Joseph Currat. He finds room, and he gets a gain of about 7. We're pretty much we're just going to have to try to get through with the running game here and there, possibly quite often because of the lack of weapons. Well, this time we're just gonna pass. Throwing it deep, Joseph Currat. I said that we were going to have to try to get Joseph Currat more involved, and look what happened. We found him deep. So Wildcat time. Joseph Currat gets hit as he throws, so incomplete. guys, well, wide receivers definitely, as I mentioned in the previous episode, dropping in wide receivers definitely now on my scouting report. I just don't know how easy that's going to go. Trying to find someone in the first round, I may end up picking someone in free agency, a big name, high overall player to trade for a first round pick. Well, I have two. Well, actually, I'll show you my picks in a while. After this game, I will. And as you guys saw, touchdown, Joseph Curette. So here comes Peyton Manning and the offense again to try to get some points on the board to tie the game up. 1st and 10. He calls an audible, and again. And they're going to hand it off to Willis McGahee, but Darnell Ellerby, and then I believe that's Cameron Wake. He drags him down behind the line of scrimmage, loss of about 2. 2nd and 12 to go. I think Cameron Wake may end up being a possible trade candidate depending on how his overall goes at the end of the season. So if it at least stays the same, it's very likely I'm going to trade him away. If it goes down into the 80s, well, that's not good. He won't. It's possible I'm only going to get like a 2nd round for him. And you guys know I have an option with Jeremiah Bell, trade him away, or he retires. I'm sticking to that. Cameron Wake's situation, I'm not that positive, but I think I will trade him away, depending on how his overall goes. If his overall goes down, well, I guess I'll still trade him away, but just for future picks. And hand off to James Stark, and DeMarcus will tackle him after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. And that was a nice impact block. That was a nice block that allowed more room for that 1st down, and we reached the 2-minute warning. Let's see. We're going to set up the screen, but our blocks don't execute right, and we are tackled back at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10. And oh my gosh. That was almost intercepted, and Joseph Curette almost caught it off the tip. But he got hit and dropped it. But oh well. Alright, 3rd and 10. We find Emmanuel Sanders, who jukes, and he finds his way around, and then he fumbles. Joseph Curette brings Antoine Bethea down. And they're going to review it next, and it's overturned. Huge relief for us and Emmanuel Sanders. And I'm sure. 1st and 10. Oh, Joseph Curette slid off that tackle, and he gets a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 to go. We're going to send Randall Cobb in motion. He's going to go to the other side. And that is incomplete. Batted away. I should have thought twice about that. So we're going to hand it off to James Casey, and actually now that I see what they're doing the line, I think I may second guess, but nope. I won't have to second guess and change the play because James Casey gets enough for that first down. First and goal. And CJ Blount's gonna get sacked. Loss of 3. Wasn't really sure who that was. But second and goal at the 12, I mean. We find Emmanuel Sanders, he hangs on, and he gets pushed into the end zone for a touchdown. I think you should practice your spiking there. But that's a touchdown. We take a 2-possession lead. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. And I would be surprised if they decide to throw. But with Peyton Manning, you'll never know. So, pretty much for now, we'll just have to keep our guard up. Willis McGahee, he tries to find the whole game too. They call it timeout. Second and 8. They're going to hand it off to him again. He goes the other way. Donnell Ellerbe tracks him down. Gain of 4. Nice job by Donnell Ellerbe, who has taken over starting next to Carlos Dansby after McClellan's overall went down and has been released. And this time McGahee, he barely has anywhere to go. Cameron Wake with the stop. 17 seconds left in the quarter. We called timeout and we're just going to see what we can do. Not much, I'm sure. Well, we're down at the 32, 8 seconds left. Let's just throw it, and then from there on out, we'll see what we can do. Besides, we have 2 timeouts. And there's a good way to get started. 3 seconds left. We're at the 41. They want us to try a 58-yard field goal. Hey, this is Sebastian Janikowski. We have to win with us. A 13-mile-an-hour wind. 58 yards. Sebastian has missed quite a few kicks, and that's pretty much my fault. Kick is up, and it is good. So, now we enter the second half. Your score 17-0. Dolphins. And let's see what they can do. I know I possibly mentioned in the previous video that you should do a lot of Zone 3 coverage, even though this is an example of Zone 3, Cover 3. I say that because of the way Peyton Manning will change the play, and pretty much you get good coverage when you do Cover 3 zones. And you guys saw he fumbled, but they also recovered. And well, as I was saying, guys, I just wanted to blitz. It's okay to do it. It's your coverage, you gotta watch out. And apparently the try not to move factor is not really helping. As Peyton Manning gets hit as he throws, he finds Pierre Garçon. Morgan sent in motion. And it took a while for him to get that playoff. I don't know why. And Peyton Manning's gonna get sacked. Langford. I don't know how much of a loss that was, but it's big. 3rd and 13. He's going to find Pierre Garçon. Vontae Davis will drag him down. Gain of 10, but they'll have to punt. And that will be kicked out of bounds where? At the inside the 20 at the 17. That's a pretty good punt by McCaffrey. Let's see. CJ Blunt hands off to Joseph Curate. He has room. Ooh. He also takes a couple shots, but he's alright. That's a good gain, more than enough for the first. James Starks sent in motion, and they hand it off right to James Starks. He has room on the outside, running out as far as he can to the right. And, well, he gets a 9-yard gain out of that. So 2nd and 1. Let's do a little play action rollout. With CJ Blunt's speed of around 70, hey, he can also decide to run with it if he had to. And as you saw, he found Dennis Pitta throwing on the run. And hand off to Joseph Curate, jukes, and he gets the first. So let's mix it up. Let's do more Wildcat handoff to James Starks. Let's see how this goes. Not too well. Loss of 1 yard. Antoine Bethea with the tackle. That is also the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here we go, entering the 4th quarter. Your score is 17 to 11. The 17 to nothing. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the down meter or whatever it's called. And now it's 3rd and 11 after CJ Blunt got his through. Dennis Pitta, the intended receiver. 3rd and 11. Let's throw it. And I forgot to mention how long, and I forgot to correct the score of the Colts. It's 17-0. And as you guys saw, he threw for the first down, and new set of downs. Oh, Dennis Pitta got hit as he tried. Well, anyway, never mind. But that ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Going deep for Emmanuel Sanders, and he jumps and he catches it. Wow. 1st and goal. Randall Cobb, who changed his direction after CJ Blunt moved, he gets a pretty decent gain. 2nd and goal. Randall Cobb's going to be sent in motion to the other side. Randall Cobb, CJ Blunt's simply just going to move a bit and then decide to scramble forward. Touchdown. His target was Randall Cobb, but he couldn't find him, especially with the way the coverage was. So he moved a bit and ran it in. Scores 24-0 Dolphins. And what will Peyton Manning and the Colts do? I don't know, but let's just see. And they're going to change the play. 1st and 10. He's going to find, actually, that falls incomplete. I think I don't know who was the intended receiver. Dean. Number 89. Alright, so 2nd and 10. Peyton Manning calls some things out. And again. And there he goes. He wants to take a shot deep, but what will happen here? Falls off of McAllister's hands. Ahmad McAllister should have made a play on that, but hey, falls incomplete. I'm good. I'm cool with that. 3rd and 10 for the Colts. Malone sent in motion. Or at least, yeah. And that is caught by Austin Collie in injury timeout. It's Austin Collie himself. He got hurt. Dallas Clarkson in motion. Now they're going to change the play. Peyton Manning drops back. He wants to take a shot deep. Rashad Jones, user pick. Peyton Manning threw a bullet through the middle of Rashad Jones. Picked it off. And Joseph Curret will just pretty much run it. First down. 10 rushes, 86 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. That's pretty good for Joseph Curret. But in fact, he's pretty much we know he can put up those big numbers. He's definitely a vital player to this offense, and well, we're going to be called for holding. Vernon Carey gets called for holding. That'll back us up. 2nd and 21. And Curret's not going to get too far, only 2 yards. Well, let's see what happens here. Whoa! Joseph Curret runs and gets the first down. We're going to go no huddle. And wow, did you see that block? And we're going to be called for holding, I can tell you that now. Yep. Who was it called on? Sebastian Vollmer. And injury timeout. Rest assured, guys, it's not one of our guys. But it's 1st and 17. At least I'm sure it's not one of our guys, and that's a gain of 4. Second and 13 to go. We went no huddle. And well, they tried to bash us. They tried to break through the line. They did. And tackled Joseph Curret for a 1-yard loss. Joseph Curret will run through the defense, although he will pick up a first down. We're going to go no huddle. Or keep going. Joseph Curret. Gain of 7. Joseph Curret. He's a combination of a power runner and a speed runner. Not only he can break tackles, he can also get away from defenders and practically outrun them. Now that's a pretty complete running back if you ask me. Joseph Curret, gain of 6. We're going to keep calling timeout because, well, I want Curret to have a touchdown run. And then after this, guys, I'll show you the picks that I have. And Joseph Curret, touchdown! Extra point is up and good. 5 seconds left. Let's just squib it. And then, just for the heck of it, I'm going to show the Hail Mary that's going to come. And Grove just picks it right up. Jeez. He has good hands. And he's going to get sacked by Langford. That ends the game. Let's see who our MVP is. It is Joseph Currat, 21 carries, 172 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. And of course, you can toss in 2 catches for... You can also... Actually, 3 catch. You can also toss in 3 receptions for 65 yards. CJ Blount is 10 for 16, 173 passing yards, 62 completion percentage, 1 passing touchdown, 10.8 average yards per attempt. That is very good. We have a very balanced offense on the ground and in the air, but it looks like we're going to need to try to air it out a little more because numbers by Blount. Well, he's a second year guy, so it takes time for a quarterback to develop, but Curette, boy, mamma mia. Oh, wrong thing. Alright guys, before we head on to play against the Ravens, or play at the Ravens, I'm going to show you my picks. And I think I was kind of... We have a first round pick, one from Oakland, second round pick. We got the... If you guys remember from franchise year number 2, I suppose, we traded and got a first round pick, future. We got a second round pick from Detroit and third round pick from Detroit. I discussed that with you before, previous episode, I believe. We got a fourth round pick from Arizona, fifth round from Washington, a future second round pick from Washington. That's what I meant. Not from Arizona, I'm sorry. But we did get a future pick from Arizona in the third round. I'm sorry, I'm confused. Future fourth round pick from the Skins as well. So pretty much we are prepared for not only this coming draft, but also next coming. Before we head into the game, let's look at the Ravens injury report. Ladarius Webb, Kentrell Ingham, E.J. Henderson, Trayvon Rasco, and Andre Gerard. Those are your injuries for the Ravens. And guys, with this game, I'm going to try out Michael McAdoo. I'm going to bench Cameron Wake and see how Michael McAdoo does. You can expect me to user control McAdoo a lot. And guys, just because it's a possibility that I may re-sign Albert McClellan after this game. You know, I'm going to re-sign Albert McClellan after this game. I mean, Dansby's not getting any younger. And same thing for Cameron Wake, who I don't think will be back. So McClellan, I can transition him, either keep him as a middle linebacker or transition him back to his original position, which is an outside linebacker. Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. But for right now, here we go. Playing at the Baltimore Ravens, Joe Flacco and the offense. We call heads, it is tails. And this is going to be a great test. I think we played against the Ravens in the previous playoff match, I don't know. But this is going to, even with Ray Lewis gone, Ed Reed's still around, this is still going to be a great test for CJ Blount and Joseph Currat. Alright, so before we start off, depth chart, right outside. Wake, you can sit out this game because we're going to try out Michael McAdoo, a third year guy, someone who's in his third year. Here we go. Oh! And he tackles Ray Rice 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. What a way to make your debut in this game. McAdoo. That's a beast. And Joe Flacco's going to get sacked by Langford. That is a loss of 8. Third and 20 now. Let's see. Joe Flacco, he has time in the pocket. Oh, that is almost intercepted by, that just bounced off of Sean Smith. He should have made a play off of that. But oh well, that ball is incomplete. They were forced to punt. Sam Cox inside his own end zone. Dangerous situation. But he boots it pretty well. Brad Smith to return it, and wow. He gets out to the 45. That's very good. So here comes CJ Blount and the Dolphins offense. And well, Curat's not going to get too far as he is stuffed. But for at least a gain of 2. Can't complain about that. Second and 8 to go. And well, we barely managed to get away, but let's see. We are tackled after another 2-yard gain, so we are fortunate that it wasn't a negative play because the Ravens have a very stiff off front, and we find Emmanuel Sanders well open for the first down. New set of downs. And that's batted away by who else? Sergio Kindle. Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Kindle played that very good. And CJ Blount, who's he going to get sacked by? Pernell McPhee. We suffered a big loss of 8. We are faced with 3rd and 18 now. And Dennis Pitta, he does his best, but gets all that he can. But we are short. And, let's just play it safe. Let's just kick in the field goal. I know it's possible I'll be able to get the first down by doing the quarterback sneak, but hey, we need to get Sebastian Janikowski reps. I mean, there's a reason why he's our kicker. And not only to boot those long yard field goals. But as you guys saw, that 30-something yard field goal was good. Torrey Smith will nail that into the end zone. And guys, this game actually could determine. Well, actually, Michael McAdoo had to sit. Guys, I'm not gonna do it in the video, but I'm going to edit McAdoo. I'm gonna increase his stamina. I mean, really, we don't want a guy that has 67 stamina and is barely even on the field, so that's only how I'm going to use the edit player. I'm going to just adjust McAdoo's stamina. Oh, and Ray Rice fumbles and Bernard Pollard with the recovery. What a shot. So, 1st and 10 for the Miami Dolphins at the 33. And who do we find? Mike Thomas. Who really isn't expected to make too many appearances on the offense. But 2nd and 1. And CJ Blount's going to get hit as he throws. Intended for Brad Smith. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 1. We're going to find Emmanuel Sanders for the first. Let's see. Wide open. Oh, Emmanuel Sanders. Holy cow. Look at Sanders. Who's to say? Oh, no, that's Jimmy Smith. The corner. I thought it was a safety. But I'm wrong. It was Jimmy Smith. Look at that. Just wow. Sanders not only got the pass, not only he caught it, but he got away from Jimmy Smith just like that. So the Dolphins take a 10-0 lead. Torrey Smith will just kneel it. First and 10. Hand off to Ray Rice, who fumbled earlier. He's going to be tackled 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage by Michael McAdoo. Second and 11 to go. Ray Rice, and, well, he gets 9 yards. Third and 2. Flacco's gonna find Tandon Doss for the first down, gain of 10, and let's see where this goes. To the 2-minute warning. So first and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco, he's gonna find Anquan Bolden. But that's a 3-yard reception coverage by Ahmad McAllister, first round pick. And Flacco, he's going to scramble. You can't count out this tall guy from scrambling. He can, and he did. That's a first down. And they move the chains as he finds Tandon Doss. Carlos Dansby will bring him down, gain of 8. And I'm actually a little surprised they didn't want to go no huddle. Second and 10. Second and 2, I'm sorry. And, oh boy. Flacco found Tandon Doss. Coverage was by, and the one on coverage was was Haruki Nakamura, but you guys saw Nakamura fell behind. But oh well. First and 10, Flacco is going to find Torrey Smith. Vontae Davis tried to strip him, gain of only 3, and they call another timeout. Flacco's completed 5 passes straight. Pretty good. Second and 7. Flacco, he's going to scramble, but he's going to be caught and sacked. Not sure by who. But it's 3rd and 8 now. And Flacco, he's going to scramble again, and Carlos Dansby will take him down, but that's a first down. He's going to find Anquan Bolden, but Bernard Pollard, the former Baltimore Raven, tackles him hard. Second and goal. Flacco, he's going to go end zone in. The refs say incomplete. A both review, and actually that's overturned. So that ends up being a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. Alright. Mike Thomas to return this kickoff. And he gets out where? To the 22. So pretty much 13 seconds left. Let's just run it. Not much else to do. Hand up to Curette, and oh boy, Haloti Ngata stops him back at the line of scrimmage. Final play of the first half. Hand off to Curette, and, well, he breaks off of that tackle, but only gains 3. So Curette, we didn't give him the football a lot because I knew that the Ravens' run defense was going to be very stiff, and we have seen that. Mike Thomas to return this. Wow. Gets out to the 28. So, let's see if Joseph Kira can try to get the running game going, and that's a good way to start the second half. 5 rushes, 21 yards. That shows that we didn't want to run the football. Oh, Joseph Kira is going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. T. Sizzle was credited with the tackle for a loss of 3. And we're faced with a 2nd and 13 situation. And oh man, Terrence Cody just broke through those offensive linemen. And Kirat's going to be tackled back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 13. Joseph Kirat's in motion, empty backfield now. Going to take a shot, Emmanuel Sanders. CJ Blunt, we haven't really thrown a lot with him either, but boy, he's making the best out of every opportunity that he has. This time, look at that, we have room this time. Joseph Kira, 9 yards, and well, both our passing game and running games slow to develop, as you guys can imagine. Ooh. Ed Reed with a hard shot. But we run for the first. Let's see. Kieran, he's going to go the other way. That would have been a tackle for a loss, but he breaks off and gets tackled after a gain of maybe about 4. Looking good so far. 2nd and 6. Dennis Pitta with a nice catch in traffic. I wasn't sure if he was going to catch that, but he does. 1st and goal. James Starks is in as CJ Blunt. Joseph Curette wants to sit, and well, Sergio Kendo's making his mark right now. That's a tackle for a loss. His 2nd tackle of the game, I believe. And James Starks is not really having any productivity. Pernell McPhee tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. So now Mike Thomas is in at the Y right there as Curette sits to rest. Going end zone, Emmanuel Sanders. They just wants to go for the extra point. Okay. But that takes us to a 17-7 lead. As you guys can possibly imagine, Sanders is pretty much Blunt's top target for this game, and success has been noticed. And Ray Rice, he's going to be slowly brought down, but that's a gain of 1. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. And guys, I think we found our come guy in Michael McAdoo. He's made some tackles for a loss. We're going to look at his full stats after this game, as Ray Rice's sideline catch is ruled complete. Gain of 3. Ed Dixon sent in motion, closer to the line. They're going to hand it off to Ray Rice, and oh boy, Stephen Paya will tackle him. No gain is what the PA announcer says. And 4th and 6. Trenton Holiday tried to block it, but that still goes. Brad Smith with a nice spin move. He gets what he can. He goes down at the 35. Now, as you guys can possibly imagine, we want to try to get the running game going. Maybe get a rushing touchdown for Curad as we found Keystone Moore for a 2-yard gain. And that's nice stuff by Joseph Curad. He gets the first down on the ground. 1st and 10. Emmanuel Sanders sent in motion. Ed Reed with the sack. Guys, that I think it's called the post corner route, the one Emmanuel Sanders was on. That's a very good play, especially when you run play action. You could do it with a tight end, especially with your tight end. You'll find him open. As we found Emmanuel Sanders wide open there. Sideline catch is ruled complete. CJ Blunt's doing very good. 7 passes in a row has been complete. And well, all that's left now is to run it, I guess. And we're not going to have a lot of success, especially with the way these guys are playing. 2nd and 10. And I was referring to the Ravens defense. And we are tackled for after a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9. Let's try a deep pass. We want to try to find Charles, but that falls off of Jimmy Smith's hand, so we'll have to punt. And I should have thought twice, but I did for a minute, but I changed my mind. And oh shoot. Touchback. It's 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. Flacco, he's going to throw. Oh man, how did that happen? Anquan Bolden wide open. Big game, 1st down, and they go no huddle here. He finds Tandon Doss for the 1st down. They keep going, no huddle. Empty backfield for Joe Flacco. And he's going to get sacked by Stephen Paya. Ray Rice in the backfield. They're going to pass, of course. And Michael McAdoo with a sack. And they call timeout. Yep, guys, we found our starter. We found someone with lots of talent. We found it in Michael McAdoo. And Carlos Dansby with the sack. Oh, you're kidding. Guys, I won't show this in the video, but I'm going to increase McAdoo's stamina. And I'm going to trade Cameron Wake away. And turnover on downs. Very impossible to complete that, convert that. Oh man. Who am I going to trade Cameron Wake to him? For what? I really don't have the slightest clue. Oh, nice moves by Joseph Curad. Woo! Hot stuff. That's a nice spin move, but he barely gets away. Alright, to end this game, let's cap this game off with a 45-yard field goal. The kick is up and good. And your final, guys, is 20-7. We'll look at our next opponents. But first, let's look at Michael McAdoo's stats. who's pretty much now worthy of being a starter. Oh boy, we pretty much, well, despite, yeah, but overall we had a pretty good game, but Kirat struggled. No surprise, because we were facing one of the toughest defenses on the ground. Michael McAdoo, 3 solo tackles. Three of them were for a loss. 1 sack. That's amazing. I know it's true that 1 start does not prove much of anything, but I'm really excited for what McAdoo will do. As well, Cameron Wake, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Alright, so we're going to simulate. Let's look at our next opponents and their roster. Oh, actually, it's a bye week for us. So we'll simulate this bye week. And our next opponents are the New York Jets. The Brickashaw Ferguson, Kobe Ballard, and Najee Gates are all hurt for the Jets. So guys, we're facing the 2-5 Jets at home. We remain undefeated at 7-0. Guys, I'm Lucario for Name 43, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.